Hello, today we're going to be looking at the Civil War and how it came to be. It's a very complex situation and there's a lot of factors that went into it, but we're going to look at the basic storyline and zero in on a few details as well. So I'm calling this assignment Civil Unrest, Path of War. Just brief overview, here's the thing. There were people that wanted to keep slavery in existence because their economies were dependent on that slavery, as far as they believed at least. And so they tried to become their own country, the Confederate States of America. But the entire United States of America said, nope, we're going to stay a country and we're going to end slavery. So that's the essential reason the Civil War was fought. But take a look at this map. So these red states are all the ones that eventually became the Confederate States of America, and were later reunited with the entire United States of America. Confederate just means united, basically. It's another word for united. These kind of blue and red states were the border states, and so they were kind of on the fence. And then the blue states were the Union states that fought against the Confederate group and kept them as part of the country. These brown areas were not states at the time, and they were actually part of the reason that the South decided to cede from the rest of the United States, because gradually more and more states were being added, and the South wanted to make sure they didn't get outvoted in Congress, and then they'd be forced to give up slavery. So that map has a lot to do with why the Civil War was fought in the first place. So this is a quote from Frederick Douglass, who's an amazing Black man who escaped slavery. He became a national leader of the abolitionist movement. I have so much respect for this person. I expose slavery in this country because to expose it is to kill it. Slavery is one of those monsters of darkness to whom the light of truth is death. Expose slavery and it dies. The slaveholders want total darkness on the subject. They want the hatchway shut down, that the monster may crawl in his den of darkness, crushing human hopes and happiness, destroying the bondman at will, and having no one to reprove or rebuke him. True to these words, the abolitionist movement grew as more people were exposed to the harsh reality of slavery. Really, anybody that actually sees what slavery is like can't really justify it. While the United States expanded westward, Southern states whose economy was built on slavery became increasingly worried that they would be outnumbered and overpowered in their federal government because many of the newest states did not support slavery. The last straw came when abolitionist Abraham Lincoln was elected president in 1860. This led to the Southern states voting within their own state governments to secede, officially withdraw membership from the United States of America. Eventually, 11 states formed their own country called the Confederate States of America. The adjective Confederate is actually a synonym of united, and the CSA, instead of the USA, was remarkably similar to the USA, except that the CSA supported the enslavement of Black people. The new country even elected their own president, and they created their own constitution. So they really believed in the ways of the country, except they wanted to keep slavery. However, Abraham Lincoln and the United States government did not believe the Southern states had the right to leave and form their own country. The remaining states were willing to go to war to stop these Southern states from leaving the Union. The result was the Civil War, a brutal 4-year conflict that left the South defeated and ended slavery at the cost of more than 500,000 lives. And that was lives of Black people, white people, people from the South, and people from the North. Use the information. This is what you're going to be doing. Using the information from the left side and to answer what's on the right side. So there's different activities to work through, and make sure you read all of the parts and watch the videos and really interact with the websites that I have linked here. And then there's a spot here to give your response on the other side. So make sure you do all the parts. And here you're going to put screenshots showing your game. Try to get a good enough score before you actually do the screenshot. It's okay to kind of try a few and then start over.